Hello, gorgeous souls. I hope this finds you well and happy on this Sunday morning. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Thank you for joining me in this moment. And again, I'm early today because I'm back off to Burley in the New Forest for the Halloween Holistic Fair. We had a lovely day yesterday and I know we're going to have a superb day today. And if you're local, able to come along to Burley Village Hall in Pound Lane, in Burley, find yourself in Burley. There are signs in the middle of the village to take you there. Wonderful exhibitors, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful event. Donna and her team, Little Slice of Heaven, are producing fantastic catering. So there's lots of reasons to come and lots of reasons to stay. And I'm doing fairy crystal readings, which are beautiful and spot on. Just such a joy. Anyway, my darling ones, I'm so glad you've joined me today because being a Sunday, we have a message from an Archangel. The Archangel that's stepping forward to greet you today is the Archangel Zadkiel. And a really beautiful message. I've been feeling her energy during the week. And I always ask, particularly on a Saturday evening, which Archangel are we connecting with for the message in the morning? And without a doubt, this is Zadkiel's energy coming forward. So as I was sitting with her this morning, feeling her energy, lovely messages coming forward from her. She's such a beautiful angel, very subtle. Excuse me. You're not always aware of her energy, but often she's there with us. One of the things that she wants to remind us is for us to let go of the insecurities that we place on ourselves about our imperfections. She reminds us that our imperfections are part of who we are and that we're beautiful as we are. She reminded me, as I was asking her about that, she was reminding me about the yew trees, so ancient yew trees, and they grow sometimes up for thousands of years. Now, as they grow, from time to time, they will lose a limb, they'll drop a branch, and it leaves a bit of a hole in the trunk of the tree. Now, I don't know if you've ever looked at those in the yew trees, and the holes heal themselves. And they often look like faces, like gargoyles or goblins or something. But we don't see that as a bad thing. We see it as part of the reverence and the majesty of the yew tree. So she simply reminds us that the imperfections that we feel we have about ourselves, which probably most other people don't even see, is that's part of the beauty of who we are. One of the things she also encourages us to do is continue on our journey through this human life, continuing to make our awareness a focus. So being aware of how we are, how we feel, how our mood is. Because often when we do things that afterwards we don't like, it's because, thank you, darling ones, for your lovely hearts. Thank you. It's often when we've been in a low place, been in a bad mood, that we may do or act or speak and say things that we don't really mean. So one of the things she's encouraging us to do is just be aware and be mindful of how we're feeling so that we can be mindful in how we're acting. That in turn, she's encouraging us in our awareness of our spiritual awareness, reminding us that our spiritual selves are of huge importance to each of us as human beings, just as our physical body is important. Our emotions, our mental mind emotion, our spiritual body is also exceedingly important. So as we journey through this life, as we journey through each day, just simply being mindful of our spiritual selves, of the spirituality going on around us, of the spirit in nature the spirit within ourselves. Things like being aware of the signs that our angels and guides are giving us as we go through the day. The synchronicities of things that are happening that you're perhaps thinking about a friend and then you get a text message from them. All those things enhance our spiritual awareness. And she said, then we find our greater happiness when we're walking that spiritual life. She also reminds us that we are amazing beings. Now, if you look at this beautiful image of Zavkiel, here she's portrayed to be like Isis, the ancient Egyptian goddess. Beautiful goddess. I love Isis. I don't know about you, but I love Isis and her energy. Now, you may remember with the story of Isis, part of the story of Isis, that she had to morph herself into a hawk after her beloved husband Osiris had been killed by their brother Seth. And she morphed herself into a hawk to breathe life back into Osiris. And then in that moment, they came together, they made love. She became pregnant with their son, Horus. And Horus, the hawk, and the eye of Horus is the symbol of their love, of their union. But also this beautiful image of Zavkiel as Isis reminds us that we have many talents, that we're amazing beings, we're amazing human beings, and to celebrate who we are. We're not all the same, we're not made all in the same mould, but she encourages us to celebrate us, who we are, and the talents that we have, the skills that we have, the sense of kindness and compassion that we have. And then we step into her mould of this beautiful being of light, shining our lights, but remembering that our imperfections are part of that, but to celebrate who we are. So enjoy your connection with Zavkiel. She's such a beautiful, beautiful archangel. And I know as you get to know her, if you haven't already, that you'll enjoy your connection with her. So my darling ones, thank you so much for your messages and your likes. Thank you for your comments. I will do my best to get back to you today or tomorrow. It's always lovely to have your company, and I'm very grateful for our connection over the airways. And I really love getting the messages of how these beautiful messages resonate with you. So thank you for your likes and your hearts and your comments. Morning, Shirley, darling. Anyway, I'm about to have breakfast and then I'm heading off to Burley again for another wonderful day at the fair. So for those of you who are able to come and join us, I look forward to seeing you. But whatever you're doing today, gorgeous souls, remember to be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, cherish each other, and I wish you love, light and angel blessings, and have a wonderful day.